Hello everyone, welcome to the YouTube channel. This is the Crucible of NYC. I'm your host, Jamendo. I would like to show you folks the Smatravel e-bike. I'm going to be doing some modifications to this e-bike, very little modification. It's just to add some convenience for myself in the night. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be changing the bike pedal, both bike pedals, because I wanted to add something with a little more illumination in the night. So I purchased these LED pedals. They are the FTZWS. That's the name brand, don't kill me. But this is a bike LED pedal that they have 146 patterns on the bikes, on the bike pedals itself. So this is USB-C rechargeable. It comes with the splitting USB-C cable that goes in the back that connects back here. And there are 3 function buttons. There's a power button, a mode button, which allows you to switch from modes, which modes you want. And the other button is for music. In other words, like sounds that you can pick up from the street, and or music that's playing around. It'll pulsate to the beat of the music. And it's the same identical pedals. It comes with a 9/16 thread for every bike, so it's a standard one. And it comes with a wrench that's a 16 and 13 wrench, an Allen key for the back of the pedal. Comes with a remote and a user manual guide. This user manual guide is actually pretty intuitive. It's not one of those bogus manuals. It's actually very, very informative. It's very easy to follow with the steps. It shows you how to disassemble and how to assemble this. It also gives you the barcode for the application if you want to download the app, and the steps on how to configure the app with the pedals. So once all this is, we'll put this to the side, as I already downloaded the app. And if you have an iPhone or an Android, just scan the barcode, and it's BanLanX is the name of the application. The only problem that I have with this application is that it requires you to register with your email in order to use the application. I don't see a reason why that should be. It should just be an out-of-box experience that once you connect it, pair it with the Bluetooth, it should be fine, good to go. But unfortunately, they require this for you to sign up and use the application. So once the LEDs, the pedals are powered up, you'll be greeted with no device. And once you click add device, or you can press it down there, you'll see that it'll scan and it'll find 2 pedals, the 889 and 916. I guess these are my readings for that, but the standard stock number is SP648E. And if you select one, it'll attempt to connect via Bluetooth. And once it does, you can change the color tone. So you can see that we just paired this one, so we'll set this one to blue, and you can see that you can change the color around. You could set a different color grade that you want, and also you can put it dimmer or brighter. You could also select dynamic, which you can choose like a rainbow. If you wanted like a pulsating color, it'll show you different patterns. You can see the patterns there changing. It has different modes that you can select, which is pretty cool if you like different patterns to be seen at night. You could also select music, which means that any tap or anything that you'll hear, like my voice, you'll see it pulsating. So there's a little mic sensor that it'll pick up from here. And you can also select mic. It'll use the microphone of your phone, or you could pair it with music and it'll pulsate to the music. You could also do a DIY, could change your patterns and how you'd like it if you wanted to. And if you wanted to just use different colors, like I said, we'll select this and we'll leave this blue. We'll go back and we'll press disconnect. Now I need to pair this one. I'll go back to add device, and it's going to find the next one. It's right here. We're going to select the next one, and it's going to pair this one. We're going to put this red so that this way we know that this is the right side. And the same functionalities, you can dim it or you can turn it off as well. You can power off the light, you can power it back on from the app. And once you disconnect them, it brings you to this. So now that they're both working independently, it's not it. It's actually, if you want to pair them to be in sync, you go to groups, you go to add groups, and we'll name this bike. And we'll go to done, go to next, and it's going to tell you that there are 2 pedals here. So we'll go to next, we're going to pair these 2. We're going to select both pedals and go to done. And once we go to done, they're going to work in sync so that they'll be paired with the color that you choose. So whatever color is here, they'll both be paired. So you can see this is blue, they'll both be blue. And if you want a dynamic tone, they'll be working in sync. So I think that these pedals are pretty cool, but the most important thing is just to be seen at night. So it can be either solid colors, like in the night we would probably go with a red color, or a yellow color, or even a white color. So anything to be seen at night would always help in the night, because as you're pedaling, you create like this effect, this like LED effect, this washing effect that helps to like see the driver see that there's a bike pedaling. And the remote control is the same. You could turn it off, you could turn it on, you could also select the different colors, and they both work in sync. Same thing with the music app. You have the music features that you can use, everything that's there. It's pretty cool. I mean, like I said, for what it was worth and for what I paid for it, I paid about $50 for both pedals. It's not bad. It has grips, metal grips on both sides. It has like a hardened plastic, so I don't know how the lifetime expectancy with rain would be, but I did enjoy the fact that this creates some kind of light effect. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to install it now on the bike, and let's see how the installation process will go. All right, folks. So when you're going to be loosening up the pedals for these bikes, you have to also look at the labels. Some of these bikes come with labels that it'll tell you L for pedal. I don't know if you guys can see that. L for pedal. And it tells you the position. To tighten is to the left, right is to loosen. So the righty-tighty, lefty-loosey doesn't apply to this one. So we'll use the wrench that it came with, and we'll go ahead and loosen up the pedal from the front. And don't make the mistake that I did and started screwing a lefty-loosey, righty-tighty. So this is opposite for the pedals. And once you loosen it, you'll see that it's just your basic metal pedal. So we'll go ahead, we'll remove the cap. And once we remove this end cap, we'll just make sure that the positions are sealed, so that this way when you do screw this, it won't come loose. But it does feel odd, this position, when I'm tightening it. It doesn't feel like it's going in smoothly. I feel some resistance, but I guess because it's a newer thread. Let's see. So we'll go ahead, and it's going in gently because of what I just tightened in, but it's kind of a little hard to use this wrench. It's a very short wrench. I'll use mine, see if I can, I think, yeah, for the 15 I can. So I'll go ahead and use a longer wrench. So there you go. Tighten it some more so you get that right position. Tighten it some more so you get that right position. Little hard to position it because of obviously spinning, so there you go. So one more and then we call it right here, and there you go. So yeah, these pedals are heavy. It creates some sort of like counterweight, but compared to these lightweight pedals, I mean, it's not bad. So we'll go ahead and we'll do the other side. All right, folks. So upon installing the other side, I don't know if you could see it, but I stripped off the button for for the power, because I thought that the position for these buttons would be a lot more solid, and they're not. They're a little weaker. So I guess if the company is watching, maybe better buttons would be more ideal, not those small plastic ones, because unfortunately those small plastic ones can get stripped very easily, like what I just did. So we'll go ahead and we'll loosen this side, and then and see how this side pulls out. So we'll go ahead and pull this one out. There you go. Now we'll put in this side. All right, folks, after a little elbow grease, here's the outcome of it. It actually looks pretty well. I mean, I'm indoors, of course, and it does look good from the inside. So what I'll do is I'll take a little quick ride outside and see how it looks on the outside when I'm riding at night. But it does bring out the bike a little bit more. So I mean, if I color coded everything, if I put everything in red, I'm sure that the red does stand out, but I do kind of like the pattern. You can also make this flash, so that like a strobe effect, so this way it can catch the eye as well. So we'll run a little test and I'll see you soon. that was a good ride for the most part. So this is how these lights look on the bicycle itself. It actually looks pretty cool at night, man. That extra colors, that helps a lot. Actually, I left my my turn signal on. So yeah, so the bike looks pretty good like this. It looks, those lights do help a lot because at night, like I said, as you're pedaling, that ambient lighting, that, well, not ambient, but it's just like it creates like this weird effect. I don't know if you guys can see it, but if you're pedaling, it's visible. And I think that at night, everyone should have one of these types of pedals. I mean, they're more expensive pedals, better quality, I guess, or you could probably say that it's a more reputable company that I've seen. But and they're also detachable, that the lights can be rechargeable. You can detach them and easily recharge them, as opposed to having, like I did, that you got to connect the USB cable in the back. But the bike does look visible at night. You could see it from this distance, that if you're pedaling, yeah, you could see that someone is in front of you. But then again, you know, we have crazy people that don't care anyways. But yeah, I think it did a good justice. It did a good upgrade. It's not the fanciest upgrade, but it's a suitable upgrade for me. It's all that counts for now. I came towards this is like the Van Cortlandt Park area. That's the golfing area over there. Everybody just gets a little caddy and a little golf cart, and they go golfing around here. It's pretty late at night, so you're not gonna see much of those people, but it's a nice scenery. It's a nice place. Talking about golf carts, here comes a couple of them actually, but they're actually going the opposite route. So I'm just gonna go towards the park area. It's like going further up towards like White Plains, and I'm at Van Cortlandt Park. So hope you guys enjoy the scenery. It's just a little late night drive. Just felt like taking a ride. I haven't rode my bike in like months, so I feel like a stranger. I missed the big meet that there was, the Hawaiian meet. I had to work and I couldn't go, but hopefully I can get on the next electric ride, group ride, and see what's up. But I hope you folks are doing good out there, and I hope you are enjoying the weather as I am, and I hope you all doing well with your health and family and all that stuff. There goes the place where they rent the golf carts. Oh, I forgot. I'm gonna need my goggles for this place, man, because this is Bug City. And this is for my boy riding with Anthony, representing Electric Wednesday, and RWA Ride with Anthony, representing, bro. That was a big hole. Testing the horn. Not for nothing, people. It's seriously dark here. It's so dark, and I guess with my goggles, they make it even darker. I wish I would have had like a more transparent pair of goggles, I'm actually gonna have to invest into one, because riding at night with these goggles, it makes things just really dark. Wow. Maybe I should remove the goggles. I think I'm blinding people as I'm coming. It just kind of sucks to have those bugs smacking in my face, but I'm gonna have to just deal with it because these goggles are great. They protect like hell, but I can't see anything. Wow, what a difference. So with the goggles, if there was a way I could show you how dark those goggles are, you'd be like, oh man, it sucks. But so far so good. I mean, I'm pretty far up. Wow, what a difference. Taking off those goggles made a huge difference. Not for nothing, coming out here and riding at night, there's some sense of peace when you ride at night. It's like I prefer to ride at night than riding at the daytime, man. It's the night rider. Yeah, man, but it's like all these houses, man. That's awesome. Someone's backyard. So, let's see where we are at now, because I know that we're pretty deep up north. So, if I go to Google Maps, let's see what Google Maps tells me where I'm at. So, I'm by Yonkers, Mile Square Road. So, yeah, wow. Pretty long trek. Wow. It's a long ride, wow. So I'm sure that, let's see. Oh man, I don't know what happened to this app. This app just turned huge, the letters. I gotta find out how to make these letters smaller, man. That thing's just like for the blind. So far I traveled 6.5. so funny. Once you jump in through that park and it leads you towards Yonkers, it's like you were dropped off at another time portal. It's crazy. It's nice and quiet over here, so. So I guess it's telling me to turn back, double back and go towards, oh wow, go through the sawmill. Wow. So I guess we gotta turn back because back that way. So we'll be back where I came from. I guess it's telling me to double back and go through the park again. I just wanted to see if there was another route, but I guess that the safest route to get there would be going over there. Let's see. If there's another detour, would be great. Let's see. It would have to be back through the park area. Such a nice area though. Oh, it's saying that there's another route this way. Cutting through that park where I saw that car cutting through. Football field. Smart move. It's going up the hill that takes me up there, I think. Let's see. Pretty steep hill. Sorry. Have a good night. Thank you. Wow, that was a shortcut going through that area. So, I guess if you guys go through that park area, the best way to go through is there, but man, pretty dark here. You just see if I can brighten the camera a little bit. Well, folks, this is as bright as I'm going to be able to get it without having to sacrifice much image quality, but hope you guys can see out there. Oh man, I just thought about something crazy. I just thought about, what is it, Tales from the Dark Side. I just looked out at the field and it's just darkness. I'm like, ha ha, holy crap. It's funny how the mind just works its ways to finding out different things. Crazy stuff, man. I guess people like to jog at night in the park. I don't know, I just have mixed emotions about that. About people jogging at night in a park. I mean, bike riding is a different story. You could haul yourself away from where the problem is, but there's only so much you can run before you run out of power, before, you know, whatever's chasing you, you know? Woo! Bird almost flew right into me. If it was a bird.